Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 1st, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm report that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center on that little tropical system that everybody thought it was going to become Emily. The numbers keep coming down, and it's looking less and less likely that it will become a tropical storm or tropical depression. If you'd like to, check out my video. I kind of discussed a little bit about that this afternoon. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out as well. Alrighty. Well, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe today. That way you will not miss my daily forecast because I do it twice per day. Love to have you. Great to have everybody on board, and like I say, don't miss a beat of my forecast, and also watch the entire video all the way through if you do not mind. Okay, like these videos and share these videos on social media with more of your family members and friends, so that way everybody get a chance to see the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, and that way I can continue to grow my channel like the rest of the YouTubers out there as well. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks, and we're going to dive on into the forecast now. As you can see here, we got quiet conditions from around Quebec, Canada, down in the portion of Maine, also toward Boston, New York, and Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. Region, also over toward Chicago, Illinois, southern Michigan, through Ohio and Pennsylvania as well. Also through portion of Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, over toward Dallas and Houston area as well. Also through Oklahoma. Also in the northern portion of Mexico there as well, in central Mexico also. Also over here in the Gulf of California. Also through portion of Arizona, through Los Angeles, San Francisco, to Oregon. Also toward Seattle, Washington. Over toward the Vancouver area of Canada as well, southwest Canada. Southern portion of Canada as well. Also a portion of Montana, to North Dakota, South Dakota, all the way back over to a portion of southern Wisconsin there as well. Alrighty, now we got shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of southeast Canada, through portion of Minnesota, back into Wisconsin, Michigan, also to Toronto, Canada, Montreal, and Ontario, Canada as well. Alrighty, we got shower and thunderstorm right down here along coastal South Carolina into Florida, down to the Florida Keys, including the Miami area, including the Florida Panhandle, also over toward Louisiana, also over here in portions of Northern California, through Mexico, all the way into Nevada, also in Idaho, Montana, back into Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, all the way back into portion of Tennessee, around the Atlanta, Georgia area as well. Also up toward Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, up toward Asheville, North Carolina, all the way into portions of Virginia there as well. Alrighty, we got some critical fire weather possible over portions of Texas. Also, we got in the red slashed area here, some flash flooding possible from portions of Kentucky all the way into portions of Iowa. Same again over here near Denver, Colorado, all the way into portions of Wyoming, and also back in the portion of Utah and Idaho there as well. Alright, in the yellow slashed area there could be some severe weather possible in that region, pretty much across Missouri and portions of southern Illinois, and maybe a little bit over into Kentucky there as well for your Wednesday. Alright, we're going to move on to your Thursday forecast. Alright, as you can see, we got quiet conditions extending from Quebec, Canada, Montreal, Toronto, down to Chicago, Illinois, through portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota, back across southern portions of southern Canada, back toward Vancouver, Canada, also in the Seattle, Washington area as well. Also a portion of Montana also. Also, fair conditions expected over portions of San Francisco, down in Los Angeles, down to the Gulf of California, through portions of Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. Also in the portion of northeast Mexico, northern Mexico, and also down toward central Mexico, and also over toward Dallas and Houston area, and the portion of Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kansas as well. Alrighty, and we got shower and thunderstorm activity extended from portions of northern Mexico, northwestern Mexico, through New Mexico up toward Denver, Colorado, all the way towards Utah and Idaho, also into Montana, North and South Dakota, through Kansas, Missouri, down to the Florida Panhandle, down to the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, through the Carolinas, including Atlanta, Georgia as well, also toward Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston, up to Maine, and a little bit over towards Pennsylvania, just east of Toronto, Canada as well. Alrighty, the red slashed areas here over portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and western North Carolina. There could be some flash flooding and heavy rain possible. Same over here in portions of Nebraska and Kansas, and also again over here in portions of Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, and portions of the northwestern Nebraska, and maybe a little bit right there in portions of North Dakota for your Thursday. Alrighty, let's move on to the weather radar now. Sorry about that pop-up. It always gets me every time, it seems like it. But anyway, we got scattered activity up here in southeast Canada through a portion of Maine, back down in portion of New York. Got a scattered activity over here in portions of the Atlantic coastal waters, offshore, the mid-Atlantic region, also southeast coast. Scattered activity down here in the Bahamas, also more widespread showers down in Puerto Rico. Also a little bit of activity over here in ports of Cuba and the Gulf of Mexico. More scattered activity over ports of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina as well. Scattered activity also across southern Canada, back into Minnesota, back into portions of South Dakota, also into portions of Iowa and also in Missouri. More over here in portions of Wyoming, back to Nevada, back to California, all the way down to West Texas, northern Mexico, including New Mexico, Colorado as well. Alrighty, got some scattered activity just west of the Baja area of California. Guam radar look like it's currently unavailable at this time. Central and East Alaska got a few scattered showers there, and the Hawaiian chain island got a few scattered showers there as well. Alright, watches, warning, advisory time. Okay, as you can see, we got coastal flood advisory for portions of New Jersey, Delaware, and Washington, D.C. vicinity. Also down here along the Carolina coastal areas here as well. We got some hydro issues over portion of Kentucky, also in the portion of Indiana, Illinois, and also in Missouri. Also, we got flood watches in Missouri. Also again over in portions of Kansas, also in the portion of Colorado, western Nebraska, southeastern portion of Wyoming, and scattered about through portions of New Mexico, and also in the portions of central and western Colorado as well. We got some severe thunderstorm watches for portions of Minnesota, also much of North Dakota, a little bit there eastern Montana, with a few severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. We got some special weather statements for portions of New Mexico. We got heat advisories stated for Mississippi, all the way in the portions of Arkansas, also in the western portions of Missouri, much of Kansas, portions of central Oklahoma and southern Texas. Also, we got excessive heat warnings also in effect for a portion of Mississippi, all of Louisiana, much of Arkansas, much of Oklahoma, southern portions of Kansas, western and southwestern portions of Missouri, and also central and northeastern Texas as well, as much of Oklahoma there as well. Alright, excessive heat watches in effect for portions of southern Arizona, also in southern California. Also, we got air quality alerts for you guys in portions of Montana, and also in Idaho, and also in the portions of Oregon. Fire weather watches there also in effect for Oregon, portions of Idaho, and over here in portions southwestern Idaho. This is red flag warning, and also some hydro issues over portions of Nevada there as well. Special weather statements for central and eastern Alaska, and also down here we got some coastal flood statements for the Hawaiian chain island and the south side of the island. Got some coastal, coastal flood statements for you guys there as well. All right, storm prediction center time. Here we go. This is my favorite part of the video. All righty. We still got that marginal risk down here in portions of the Carolinas, all the way down into Florida. General thunderstorms also outlined in the lighter green areas, also down here in portions of Louisiana and Texas. We got general thunderstorm from West Texas all the way to portions of California, all the way into portions of Wyoming, back over in portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota, also in portions of Illinois and Kentucky and Tennessee as well. Marginal risk, standing from portions of Missouri back into portions of Colorado. Also going through portions of Nebraska and Kansas. Also we got marginal risk and slight risk across the Dakotas, portion of Minnesota and Montana. You can see a little bit better. That's the current, what I just, the current as of this time for today. All right, current watches. We got one for eastern Montana, much of North Dakota, and western portions of Minnesota. MDS discussion, just talking about the concerning severe thunderstorm watch is already in effect. Okay, storm reports. As of currently, as of this recording, we had tornado report 0, so that's good news. Wind reports 7, 0 was high. Hail report, we had 11, 0 was large. Total number 18. Current recording, as of this current recording, we only have 18 storm reports. All right, most of them took place up here in portions of Minnesota, also over here in portions of North Dakota, also eastern portions of Wyoming there as well for damage and wind. Large hail took place over here in portions of Colorado, southeastern portions of Wyoming, northern portions of South Dakota, and I think a couple up here. Our weather time. All right, we got elevated risk over here in portions of California, Nevada, and portions of Oregon, and also in portions of Oklahoma and Texas as well. This is today's outlook for the fire weather for today. All righty. Hurricane Center time 2 for that little tropical feature that will not become Tropical Storm Emily or Tropical Depression number 6, which should be diminishing here soon. All right, here's the X. X marks the spot. We're going to take a look at it. At the center of rotation where the X marks the spot. I'm trying to get to the information. Okay, Central Tropical Atlantic. This is 96L, what I've been talking about in videos prior to this and here. All right, showers and thunderstorms remain disorganized and associated with a low pressure system located about 800 miles northeast of the northern Leeward Island. Environmental conditions are becoming less favorable for a tropical cyclone formation, and the low is expected to merge with a frontal system over the north central tropical Atlantic in the next 2 to 3 days. So that kind of diminishing the chance, just like I've been talking about in my last earlier video this afternoon. But anyway, formation chance in the next 48 hours is low at 30%, and same thing at 7 days, 30%, and it's low as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next one.